The dark side of Nestlé, the story they don't want you to know. A nightmare that seems like fiction. Imagine a company that kills babies, enslaves children, and controls the water you drink. Sounds exaggerated? This is the true story of Nestlé. You may have heard that Nestlé is one of the most hated companies in the world, but what did it do to deserve that title? The answer will leave you outraged. And the worst part? While you watch this video, Nestlé continues to make billions from practices that many consider criminal. Nestlé was born with a noble purpose to save lives, but at some point it turned into a corporate monster. Today, it is accused of stealing water from poor communities, exploiting child labor, and manipulating governments. In this video, we will reveal all of Nestlé's dirty secrets, from the baby-killing milk scandal to its global water dominance. But we will also understand how this company grew so much, and why, despite everything, it still dominates the market. If you think you know Nestlé, get ready. What comes next will change your perspective forever. The innocent beginning when Nestlé saved lives. It all started in 1866 when Swiss pharmacist Henri Nestlé created a powdered milk formula for babies who couldn't be breastfed. At the time, infant mortality was extremely high, and his product truly saved thousands of children. The company's symbol, a bird's nest, was chosen to convey protection and care. In its early years, Nestlé was seen as a heroic company, and its growth was organic. But everything changed when they realized that profiting from basic needs could be even more lucrative. The turning point came with World War I, when the demand for powdered milk skyrocketed. That's when Nestlé began buying competitors and expanding its empire. The problem? With great power came great abuses, and the first scandal wasn't far off. The milk that killed babies, the first major scandal. In the 1970s, Nestlé began selling powdered milk to mothers in poor countries, claiming it was better than breast milk. There was just one problem. The water in those places was contaminated, and many families had no access to stoves to boil the milk. The result? Thousands of babies died from malnutrition and infections. Nestlé was accused of aggressive marketing, distributing free samples until mothers stopped producing milk naturally. When families were already dependent on the product, prices increased, trapping them in a cycle of poverty. The World Health Organization classified the strategy as mass murder by negligence. Nestlé was sued and convicted, but continued the same practices in other countries. This scandal was just the first of many, and it shows how the company prioritizes profit over lives. Water theft when Nestlé privatized nature. Did you know that Nestlé extracts millions of liters of water from natural sources and sells it back to the public for absurd profits? In places like Flint, in the United States, and São Lourenço in Brazil, the company has been accused of draining rivers and harming communities. While cities faced water crises, Nestlé continued to extract water almost for free. Its former CEO, Peter Brabeck, even stated that water is not a human right, it should be privatized. In some countries, Nestlé buys land with springs and prevents the local population from accessing it. NGOs have already reported that in certain regions of Africa, people die of thirst while Nestlé bottles water for export. The company has been fined multiple times but never stopped, because profit is worth more than life. So question, do you really want to fund this every time you buy a bottle of water? Child labor, chocolate stained with blood. Nestlé is one of the world's largest buyers of cocoa, but its supply chain hides a disgusting secret. Investigations have revealed that enslaved children work on the plantations that supply Nestlé. Many are kidnapped or sold by poor families and forced to work 16-hour days. In 2021, a lawsuit in the US proved that Nestlé had known about the problem for decades and did nothing. The company promised to end child labor by 2020, but to this day, nothing has changed. Meanwhile, its chocolate is still sold as if it were harmless. Brands like Kit Kat, Crunch, and Nesquik are made with cocoa tainted by child exploitation. Is it really worth buying chocolate knowing it was made with human suffering? Government manipulation, Nestlé's hidden power. Nestlé is not just a company, it is a political giant that controls governments. In 2014, leaks showed that the company bribed authorities in Pakistan to avoid regulations on its powdered milk. In Ethiopia, Nestlé threatened to sue the government for wanting to donate free milk during a famine crisis. In Brazil, the company has been accused of influencing laws to sell more infant products. Nestlé also funds scientific research to claim its products are healthy, even when they are not. They have lobbyists on every continent, ensuring no one interferes with their profits. The result? Weaker laws, deceived consumers, and ever-growing profits. Question: who really rules the world, governments or corporations? Greenwashing, when Nestlé pretends to be sustainable. In recent years, Nestlé has started branding itself as a green and responsible company. But is it true it's all just marketing? The company is one of the world's largest plastic polluters, generating tons of non-recyclable waste. While launching campaigns about sustainable packaging, it continues using cheap plastic for most of its products. It also claims to respect human rights, yet still profits from slave labor and water theft. This act of pretending to be ethical while destroying the planet is called greenwashing. And it works because many consumers fall for the myth of conscious capitalism. But the truth is clear: Nestlé only cares about one thing: money. Will you keep funding this empire? After all this, the question remains, is it worth consuming Nestlé products? The company has been convicted countless times but always escapes with tiny fines. Meanwhile, our money fuels a system that exploits people and destroys the planet. But the good news? You have the power to choose, and information is the best weapon. If this video opened your eyes, turn on notifications, because in the next one, we will expose the insane history of McDonald's. Yes, another innocent company that hides dark secrets behind the clown's smile. Click the notification bell now so you don't miss it, and share this video to warn more people. Remember, the first step to changing the game is understanding how it works.